Alright, you lot, grab your snacks, strap in, and maybe keep your rage down to a simmer for now, cause today we're diving headfirst into a subject that's bound to get a few people foaming at mouth. You ever wonder why average COD players these days feel like they got IQ or a damp sponge? Oh yeah, we're going there. From TikTok-friendly maps to cosmetics that scream designed for your inner 5-year-old. It's time to figure out what hell happened to Call of Duty. And gaming community while we're at it. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. It helps the channel grow, keeps lights on, and feeds my addiction to coffee and ranting. Let's bloody go. Alright, let's get to meter it, shall we? Call of Duty, once a titan at gaming world. You weren't just a player, you were part of a movement. Midnight launches, mates screaming down mic, epic kill streaks that made you feel like a god. Fast forward to today, and what do we have? Maps that look like they were designed by someone on a sugar rush after watching too many TikToks. I mean, have you seen them? Tiny cramped arenas designed for attention span as someone who probably thinks chess is a battle royale game. And then there's cosmetics. Oh, mate, this is where it really gets grim. Remember when you could unlock gear by actually earning it? Nah, that's ancient history. Now it's all spend 20 quid on this pink flamingo camo and show off your inner personality. Personality? Mate, you've just told me you've got too much pocket money and not enough sense. And don't get me started on upcoming unicorn fart finisher. Seriously? Unicorn? Fart? You can't make this up. Is this COD or My Little Pony Warzone edition? And let's not ignore woke sprinkling they've been throwing into mix lately. Look, I'm all for games evolving, but when every new feature feels like it were brainstormed in a Twitter echo chamber, you have to wonder, who are they making game for? It's clearly not for OG fans. Nah, it's for dopamine-addicted TikTok generation who think slide cancelling makes them second coming of Captain Price. And players? Oh, the players. Mate, some of you out there are a walking argument for birth control. You think your KD ratio matters? You think that makes you look cool? Newsflash, just makes you look like a basement-dwelling cretin who's about as socially equipped as a spoon at a steak dinner. I don't care how many nukes you've dropped when highlight of your week is flexing on a team full of casuals. You've already lost game of life, mate. But it's kicker. It's not just players or cosmetics or maps. It's whole bloody community. Once upon a time, COD were about experience, camaraderie, thrill of pulling off an insane win. It's all sweaty lobbies, microtransactions, and egos so inflated you'd think NASA's preparing them for orbit. Where did we go wrong, eh? Let's keep digging, cause trust me, it gets worse. Let's talk about skill-based matchmaking. Oh yeah, crown jewel or Activision's we know best attitude. On paper it sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Keep noobs with noobs and pros with pros. But in practice, it's a bloody nightmare. Play one good game, just one, and suddenly you're thrown into a lobby full of sweat-drenched triads who treat every match like it's World Cup of Warzone. Gone are days of casually dropping into a match, wrecking house, and having a laugh. Now it's sweat or get wrecked. And irony? It don't even make people better. SBMM coddles bad players and punishes good uns. It's like handing out gold stars in school just for showing up. You're not teaching anyone how to improve. You're just inflating the fragile egos. Then there's matchmaking algorithm itself. You think it's about fair play? Think again. This is about balance. It's about engagement. Activision's sitting there like, how do we keep mugs playing longer? Oh, I know, engineered matches. You ever notice that after a win streak, you suddenly can't hit a shot and every opponent seems to have ESP? Yeah, mate, that's not bad luck. That's Activision's little algorithm deciding it's time for you to lose. Because no keeps you coming back like frustration or almost winning. And don't even get me started on meta weapons. Like every update, they sit in a boardroom and go, right, what gun can we make so overpowered it completely breaks game? Oh, and while we're at it, let's nerf all fan favourites to oblivion. It's a never-ending cycle of use this or die. Creativity? Balanced loadouts? Yeah. Who needs those when you can just spam latest broken gun and call it a day? But wait, it gets better. Because not only do they ruin gameplay experience, they then slap you in the face with microtransactions for weapon skins. Want your MP5 to look like it's been bedazzled by a 5-year-old? That'll be 15 quid. Oh, and by the way, if you don't buy it, you'll probably never see it. Because let's be honest, best skins a lot behind paywalls. Remember when you could unlock cool stuff by actually playing game? What a quaint little concept that was. This is part where someone in comments says, "But mate, they need to make money." Yeah, fair enough. But they're already making billions from you lot buying battle passes and overpriced skins. Do they really need to nickel and dime us to the point where playing without spending feels like punishment? It's not just game that's broken, it's system, community, and everything in between. And worst part, we keep coming back. Like bloody Stockholm Syndrome victims. We keep giving them our time, money, and sanity. Why? Because we're chasing that one good game. That fleeting moment of fun before algorithm decides it's time to kick us in the teeth again. What a time to be alive, eh? Now this is where things really start circling drain. Because as much as I'd love to blame Activision for everything, let's face it, half the problem it's players. COD these days is overrun with two types of people. TikTok clip hunters and wannabe esports pros. And let me tell you, both are about as fun to play with as a wasp on a pint. First up, TikTok hunters. You know who I mean. Ones who slide cancel across map like it's bloody dance-off. Bunny hop around corners. And spend more time trying to hit a 360 no-scope for the montage than they actually do playing objective. Mate, I'm just trying to cap B flag. And you're here prancing around like it's bloody X Games. Do us all a favour and take your trick shots back to 2012 where they belong. Then there's wannabe esports pros. You've seen them. Full squads running around in matching clan tags. Barking orders down might like they're coordinating a military strike. Newsflash, mate. You're not in CDL. You're in a public lobby ruining game for restaurants. Oh, and don't think I ain't noticed your ridiculous call-outs for every position up map. He's in laundry. What the hell does that even mean? Laundry? Mate, it's a video game, not IKEA. And let's not forget chat warriors. Ones who spent entire match typing out insults like the keyboard is machine gun. Seriously, lads, is this what we've come to? Full-grown adults arguing over who's got bigger KD. Here's a thought. Maybe, just maybe, your self-worth shouldn't be tied to how many virtual people you've killed in a match. Just saying. But here's kicker. Toxicity don't stop there. No. Because this is Call of Duty. And voice chat is a cesspit of humanity's worst impulses. Jump into the lobby and within 5 seconds you're either being called every name under the sun or listening to some kid screaming into their headset while the mum shouts at them in background. It's like a symphony of dysfunction. And worst part? No one acknowledges it. We just brush it off as, oh, it's just COD. Like it's some unchangeable law at universe that Call of Duty has to be breeding ground for bellends. But here's truth. It wasn't always like this. Back in the day, there were a sense of respect, even among rivals. You'd trash talk, sure, but it were all part of fun. Now it's endless toxicity and petty squabbles. And you know what saddest part is? This is community that Activision panders to. They don't care about old school players who made franchise what it is. Nah, they're too busy chasing TikTok generation and squeezing every last penny out at sweat, so they'll pay 20 quid for a sparkly gun skin. But hey, maybe I'm idiot, yeah? Maybe I'm just a dinosaur clinging to the past. Maybe the future of COD is neon unicorn finishers and lobbies full of screaming 12-year-olds. And if that's the case, then God help us all. But what really grinds me gears is Activision's obsession with metrics over merit. You know what I mean? It's not about making a good game anymore. Nah, it's about squeezing every last drop out of us poor sods while they sit in their ivory towers swimming in money like Scrooge McDuck. Let's start with Battle Pass. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against idea in principle. Pay a tenner, grind a bit, get some shiny new gear. Fair enough. But when every season feels like a bloody job, you gotta ask yourself, who's this for? Average player? Nah. It's for grinders. Ones who can dedicate their entire lives to ranking up. And if you're a casual gamer, mate, you're screwed. You'll be lucky to unlock a single decent skin before the season ends. And it's not just Battle Pass. No. Then there's limited time bundle. You know what ones? Buy this ultra mega super rare weapon skin for 25 quid. But only if you do it in the next 48 hours. It's like they've hired some marketing team that sells overpriced handbags to rich mums. And you know what? It works. Because there's always someone out there who thinks, if I don't buy this, how will people know I'm cool? Spoiler alert, no one cares about your sparkly sniper rifle, mate. And let's not forget event challenges. Oh, these are a laugh. Get 500 headshots with this terrible weapon to unlock a reward. Great idea, lads. Let's force players to use worst gun in game while they slowly lose will to live. And what's reward? A sticker. A bloody sticker! Because note says worth it like a digital decal no one even notices. But real kicker? They don't even hide the greed anymore. Every time you log in, it's like games shouting, buy this, buy that, give us your money. Can't even check your loadout without being bombarded with ads for bundles you didn't ask for. It's like playing COD has turned into shopping at a bloody car boot sale. And while we're not subject to Activision's money-grabbing ways, let's talk about game updates. Oh, you thought they were fixing bugs, balancing weapons, making game better? Ha! Nah, mate, they're too busy designing next £20 skin pack. Because who cares about fixing broken spawns or addressing lag when there's money to be made? Let's not even start on file sizes. Seriously, what the hell are they putting in these updates? Every patch is 100 gigabytes or who knows what. Are they coding gaming 4K textures for ants? It's bad enough you need a hard drive size at moon just to install it. But constant updates? It's like they're trying to see how far they can push us before we snap. And yet here we are, still playing, still ranting, still hoping that one day they'll sort out their act. But let's be real, it's not going to happen, is it? Activision don't care about us, players. They care about numbers, profits, squeezing every last penny from franchise before it finally collapses under weight to its own mediocrity. Real tragedy? We let them. We keep logging in, we keep buying passes, and keep putting up with endless greed and garbage updates. Why? Because deep down we all remember how good COD used to be, and we're chasing that high, like addicts. Sad, innit? So from TikTok maps to unicorn farts and unholy mess or SBMM, it's clear this franchise isn't what it used to be. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave your comments and questions below. I might just feature them in a future video, especially if they're kind of spicy texts that make people lose their minds. Till next time, you magnificent legends, keep your heads on a swivel, play bloody objective, and remember, KD ratios don't make you look cool, just make you look like a twonk. I'll see you next one.